What's up, everybody? Today we're going to see how I draw a slushy soldier. So first I'm just going to give it a good sketch. Oops, see, that's why I put a sketch down, because that's way too high. I forgot about his hat. So we're going to do that, and I'll go ahead and erase those lines real fast, because normally I draw pretty light, but that's going to stand out, so that's good enough. That's okay. That's how I draw. So that's going to be his head and his little body, his little legs, maybe some shoes, his feet, his arms, his hands, and his hat. Okay. Actually, let me give him a little bit more detail here, so I'll know what I'm doing. I know it's a rough sketch, but still, I got to give myself enough detail that I'm not going to forget anything, as I tend to do, but that's okay. Okay. I think that's going to be good enough to get us started, and then we'll go from here. So now I'm going to switch over to a Sharpie, and you can stick with a pencil if you'd like, just draw darker, and if not, you do what you like. Again, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. So I'm going to start with the eyes, because usually that helps me decide if I'm going in the right direction with this. So I'm going to start here with the eyes and just draw two ovals. Not circles, but ovals. His eyes are a little happier. And one is slightly bigger than the other. And then I'm going to draw his little highlight there. And his nose is a carrot pointing at you, but because of perspective, it's pointed right at you. So again, it's just another circle. And we'll come back with detail a little bit later. For now, I'm just going to do that. That's going to tell me that's the point of his nose. So I'm going to draw his smile from here to here. You know how to draw a smile. I'm going to draw his teeth. And I kind of did loops there, but they're more square, like round squares. That makes sense, like that. And they get bigger towards the middle. Like teeth. With enough. And that's pretty good for a face. So now I'm just going to draw a circle for a face. And it's not going to be perfect. Doesn't matter. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is how I draw. You draw how you draw. So I'm just going to go around. Make it a round circle and connect at the top. And so now I'm going to give him his hat. I kind of drew it off there, but I kind of know where it's going to be here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give him his holly or Christmas decorations here. So I'm going to draw the two berries as little circles. Then I'm going to draw the leaf, one on top, kind of up like this, almost like a diamond. Same thing here. One more on the other side, and that's good enough. So now he's got the brim of his hat that is just barely showing up around there. So that's quite why I did that kind of close. So I'm going to loop around like that, and that's going to give me the hat. And I'm going to go right underneath the drawing I just did. So that's just the brim off to the side. So now for the rest of the hat, I'm going to come about halfway through this leaf and go up on both sides. And I'm going to go up and out just a little bit to give it that jolly hat look. And then I'm going to arc it right here and connect them. So I'm going to draw from there to there. Boom, there's his hat. Happy holly jolly, right? So let's move on to his body. The body's going to be super easy, but you know what? Actually, let's give him a turtleneck, because he's wearing a sweater. So we're going to give it a loop like that. You just bring it down a little bit, then you follow his neck right there. Follow the line of his head. And that's going to go around like that. And that's going to give him that little sweater look. So everybody has the little straps for their backpacks. So I'm going to draw that real fast. It's going to be kind of like a tooth. So it's going to be out, down, and back up. See how it's almost like a tooth? But over here, instead of drawing it, I'm going to draw his bandolier, because everybody has these really cool bandoliers too. So I'm just going to draw a line out, then bring it down to where his belly's going to be, and bring it all the way up like that to where I first started that line. So then I'm going to come down and do the same thing and go all the way up and just draw parallel to the other side. That's his bandolier. Now he's got little carrots on his bandolier all the way across, like his nose. It's a strange weapon for a snowman. You think, so you're throwing your nose? Who cares? We're here to have fun, right? So now I'm going to draw the sides of his belly too. So I'm going to bring it down like that, bring it down like that, and reconnect. And he's got two belts for some strange reason. Well, no, I know why. He's got two belts because one of them is a regular belt, and the other one holds his snowman head grenades. Sure. So we're going to draw two lines. We're going to draw one like that, and one like that parallel to it, and that's the first belt. And I'm going to draw another one underneath it. So I'm going to go down and across like that, and that's going to represent his other belt. So I'm going to draw a little circle there for his little head grenade that carries on this belt, and there's actually a couple of buckles that we're going to do here like that, and that will represent the two belts that he wears. So now I'm going to do his arms, and I'm going to do a line out like this for one arm, and then I'm going to draw another one out like this. Then I'm going to connect them, because those are going to be his gloves, and I'm going to go ahead and do the other side too. So I'm going to draw out like this, about the same height. Then I'm going to bring it down the same way, and then connect them just like that. And then I'm going to do his hands, which they're gloves, but we always do fists. Fists are the easiest thing to draw. Fingers, ooh, that's crazy. It's all crazy wackadoo, but you'll learn how to do it eventually. For now, we're just going to have fun for this. So I'm going to draw an arc right here. So I'm going to curve around for his thumb. That's his thumb like this. And then I'm going to draw the inner part, which is like that. So I'm going to draw the opposite way. It's going to go down like that. So it's kind of this way, then that way. If you want, you can do the same thing over here. So we'll do this way, and then that way. And that represents this part. So now we're going to draw the fingers, which is going to go looping like that. So we're going to bring it back down to where the thumb meets, and we're going to loop it like that. One more, loop it like that, and then I'm going to do one third one all the way up to the top here. And that's going to bring it back to the top. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to loop it around like that, loop it around like that, and then bring it around there. So he's got those hands he's holding. He's ready for his Fortnite fight. So now let's do his pants into his boots and legs. The pants, we're just going to draw a couple of lines like this, a couple of lines like this. And same thing, we're going to draw a V to connect right there. And they're probably going to come down a little bit further, but I like to draw the shin guards first to make sure that I put them in the right spot. So I'm going to bring one line down like this, out a little bit further, and then another one down like this. So we're drawing like a V. Let's do it on both sides. So it's inside here, and then outside here. What I mean by that is we're inside those two lines for that one, then we're outside that line for that one. So now I'm going to connect those and go across, but not all the way, and bring it down. And up, and across, and down. And that's kind of the shin guard is what that's going to be. So now he's got a little boot buckle that's going across his shoe. So I'm going to do almost the same thing. So I'm going to go up and across, down and down. So out here we're going to go up and across, angled and down, and that'll cover his boot. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish the pants all the way down. I always like to do little lines like that because where your pants always bend down like that too. Then I connect them at the end. So that'll give me that. So now I'm going to do his shoes, which I'm going to bring down here, then draw his toes out here like that. Bring this one down here, draw his toes out here like that. And I like to go ahead and connect them like this because that'll show the top of the shoe. And so I'm going to connect it all the way across. connect this all the way across. And sometimes I draw the treads of the shoes, but we're kind of running out of image here, so you don't have to. But I'm going to do it, and what I usually do is I call it like the brick step, where you draw down, across, up, across, down, across, up, across, down, across, and this looks like bricks. So now I'm going to put in a little bit of detail and add the carrots. The carrots I'm just going to draw as almost like I did right here, just a pointy little tooth. Again, not too sure why he's shooting carrots, but you know what? It's a snowman. I guess if he wants to shoot his nose at you, he can shoot his nose at you. And they're being held on by the actual bandolier, so the little line that keeps it in there is what I'm adding now. And there you go. So there's your slushy soldier. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of HowIDraw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.